Hey folks, I'm Paul, and today we're looking at the best open-world-based video games on Android and iOS. These are massive video games that you'll sink plenty of time as they complete quests, customize their various characters, and most of all explore the open world. If you enjoy open-world games, and let's be honest, who doesn't? Then take a look at some of the best available open-world games for your Android and iOS device. But before we get going, let me introduce you to today's sponsor, Wondershare. Wondershare UniConverter is an all-in-one media converter tool. It acts as a central console for all your media conversion needs, with the ability to convert video, audio, and images into thousands of formats. It's not merely a converter, however, as it also features other tools you wouldn't normally associate with one. This includes a decent video editor and recorder with the most common tools in a basic video editing application, including the ability to capture your screen and record your voice. All this is presented in a seamless user interface that's simple and clean, and can support drag-and-drop function for media files. So what are you waiting for? Download Wondershare UniConverter through the links in the description. Starting off at number 10, we have Pipehead. This is a horror adventure game in which players will turn into a professional trespasser of various forbidden territories. Recently, an extremely unusual creature was seen on land that for some reason is very well protected, and our main character, tormented by curiosity and thirst for sensations, successfully overcomes the border of the closed zone. But he didn't expect that the rumors and stories about the trumpet head would be true, and he would become prey for the monster. You need to be attentive to the details, think about your actions, and be prepared for the fact that the villain is about to find and kill him. Moving on to number 9, we have Grand Criminal Online. This is a third-person multiplayer action game with an open world, as well as the freedom to choose the role of the avatar in the city offered to players. You can be a law-abiding citizen and perform the range of actions inherent in a given profession, and just watch from the outside the adventures of gamers who have chosen to become the best criminals of the metropolis. Or join them and join the opposition for the status of number 1 among them. Single and cooperative tasks, a huge variety of car models and other equipment, and arsenal of weapons, personalization of characters, and much more will attract every fan of these games. Breaking into number 8, we have The Hunter. This is a free-to-play hunting game in which you will experience the thrill of the hunt in vast open-world environments, ranging from the desolate Australian outback and overgrown swamps of Louisiana to the dramatic landscape of the Austrian Alps. As a hunter, you will use everything from crossbows to handguns and state-of-the-art bolt-action rifles to track, spot, and harvest your prey. Realistic animal behaviors and persistent online features provide a living open world where you can explore at your own pace or compete with other players for bragging rights. Explore 12 vast and endlessly varied environments with detailed graphics, complete with a full-day cycle and immersive weather effects. Next up at number 7, we have Ultimate Off-Road Simulator. This is an open-world driving game that's a lot like Burnout Paradise. Here, you get to drive freely around a city with traffic and open-world off-road. When you see a challenge that interests you, you just have to go ahead and compete in it. In the game, you can drive anywhere around the city that you want. When you see an event, you just have to drive up and accept it. This way, you can participate in races or skill challenges. Some of these skill challenges will require you to dodge some really outlandish obstacles. Overall, the game has realistic physics, beautiful graphics, and a large set of vehicles. Now at number 6 is Omega Legends. This is a Fortnite-style battle royale developed by the studio behind Lords Mobile and Castle Clash, among other games. This time, you get to participate in exciting mass battles, in which, as always, only one of you can emerge victoriously. One of the elements that set Omega Legends apart from most Battle Royale Android games is that you get to choose from a number of different heroes, each with its own skills. Similarly, as you level up, you can unlock game modes. At first, you can only play the classic team and solo mode, but soon enough, you'll have access to the frenetic deathmatch mode as well. Moving on to number 5, we have Sky. Sky is an adventure game developed by That Game Company, the authors of Journey and Flower. This time, you get to go alongside the Children of the Light through a magical journey. Your goal is to bring hope to a desolate world and return the fallen stars to their respective constellations. One of the aspects that makes Sky totally unique is its system of interaction with other players, which is actually pretty similar to the one in Journey. You get to meet other Children of the Light, communicate with them using different gestures, and hand them gifts to try and forge bonds of friendship. You can even participate in special adventures with them and try to find hidden treasures. Next up at number 4, we have Outlander. Outlander is a survival game in which you will find full of dangers and adventure survival in a fantasy world. The protagonist somehow inexplicably falls from the modern world into the magical dimension, and now he will have to survive in the fantasy kingdom of the past. First, you will need basic resources such as wood, stone, iron, leather, etc., so that you can make tools for building more complex events. And you will also create weapons because the world is awash with monsters, evil orcs, wild beasts, and other creatures. It's also important to keep an eye on basic needs. Your character cannot be too hungry or thirsty. Coming in at number 3, we have Sky Combat. Sky Combat is an action game that lets you control a bunch of fighter planes to fight in exciting battles full of realism. Take advantage of the 3D settings to locate all your enemies and use the features included in each aircraft to assert your authority. One of the most interesting aspects of Sky Combat is that you have to unlock pieces that can modify your fighter planes. And that's right, you don't have to settle for the plane models available in the game. You can upgrade certain features yourself. Plus, the great visuals immerse you in each setting. You can also check out the number of enemies each team has taken down on the upper part of the interface. Next up at number 2, we have Beyond Blue. Beyond Blue on iOS is an enjoyable, educational, relaxing game that you can play if you're a subscriber to Apple Arcade. In Beyond Blue from developer Eline Media, you are Mirai, a deep-sea diver and marine biologist. The game follows a gentle narrative, putting the focus squarely on gameplay and visuals, giving the player a unique perspective that is both educational and fun. The controls work like many other role-playing games, built for touchscreen devices, with your 2 thumbs controlling movement. Your left thumb moves in whichever direction you choose, while the right controls the camera. And finally at number 1, we have Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact is an open-world action RPG that will see you travel across a huge map, uncovering dungeons, defeating enemies, looting chests, and generally exploring the landscape. Games with those kind of lofty ambitions on mobile devices usually have to sacrifice something in the process. But I've been able to play Genshin Impact with its very highest graphical settings, and honestly, this absolutely looks like the kind of game I'd expect to play on a home console like the PS4. There is no specific release date beyond simply Q3 2020, but you can register your interest over on their website now. So that's it, guys. If you found this video interesting, then leave it a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.